covering the villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News Team.
Area residents embrace adorable animals. Plus, young actors gain more than they expected while performing. April 11th has been designated as National Pet Day. On Tuesday, American House Wildwood, a senior living community, held a fun event for its residents and their furry companions.
We're having a pet costume contest. Dogs, cats, whatever you may have. They want to participate every year, you know, and it just brings other people out of their rooms because they see the animals, the ones that don't have pets. Here at American House, we try to keep people active, and we do have some that do not come out as much, so things and events like this brings everybody out and together and gets them out of their rooms. So I have to pick and prod and figure out what their niches are and what they like, and then I offer it within the building, and then sometimes I just remind them, okay, we're having this today, so come on out, and I'll go walk them sometimes, and they enjoy it.
Here are more images of adorable animals captured by Daily Sun photojournalists around this community in recognition of National Pet Day. Take a look. Every year prior to Memorial Day, small American flags are placed at the grave sites of military heroes. You can be part of Flags for Fallen Vets on Sunday, May 28th at Florida National Cemetery in Bushnell. Volunteers are needed to place a flag and say the names, rank, and military service out loud of each soldier and then thank them for their service. For $12, you can ride a bus leaving from either the American Legion Post 347 parking lot on Rolling Acres Road in Lady Lake, or Lowe's on County Road 466A in the Villages to Florida National Cemetery at 7 a.m. May 28th. The estimated return time is going to be 11:30 a.m. This event will happen rain or shine. To participate, you can contact Marguerite Desbro at 352-633-0882. After this short break, high schoolers are bonding as they prepare for a play, so stay with us.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Students at the Villages High School have been rehearsing for a performance of Little Women. During this process, some of the actors have formed lasting relationships. To tell us more, here's Krista Joy from the VNN studio.
17-year-old Emily Very has connected to her character Amy. She says her character starts out as bratty and is a typical little sister. Since she is a little sister, she can relate. Emily and the 3 other students playing the roles of sisters Jo, Meg, and Beth feel like they are becoming sisters themselves. Emily says the girls feel like her best friends, and even her love interest in the show has become her friend too. This is Anna Brock's first year being involved in theater. She will play the character of Mrs. Lawrence and admits throughout the process she has met a lot of new people, grew close relationships with them, and she is glad to call them her friends. Villages High School Director of Choral Activities and Director of Little Women, Mark Lanowski, thinks audiences will fall in love with these characters and be drawn into the story as the real-life relationships really come through on stage, and you will be able to see how important this is to the students. Mark says they do anything they can to support the students and show that their efforts matter and the arts matter. So he thinks if they can find a way to sell out the Sharon L. Morse Performing Arts Center, that would be quite a statement to the students. This production includes an enormous set. Mark says it's 30 feet wide, 20 feet deep, and up to 15 feet high. Costumes are period style, and a full orchestra of village musicians will accompany the students. Mark says this will be one of the best shows they have put on, and it will highlight the students' strengths, musicality, and acting skills. You can watch Little Women 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday, in addition to a 2 p.m. performance Saturday at the Sharon. Tickets are $8 with a student ID and start at $12 for the public. Get your tickets now from a Villages box office location or by going online to thevillagesentertainment.com. From the VNN studio, I'm Krista Joy.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, this is Christopher James with your VNN 5-day forecast. Partly cloudy skies for the next few days in the Villages. Highs in the mid-80s, overnight lows in the mid-60s. Thursday's high 83, Friday 85, Saturday going to be about 87. Chance of rain very high on Thursday, looking at 80% chance of showers throughout today with spotty storms and showers all day. Friday, 20% chance of rain, and then Sunday, 40% chance of showers in the afternoons.
Thanks, Chris. The Studio Theater Tierra del Sol Season 7 is coming to a close, and they are ready to announce what patrons can expect for Season 8. The theme will be Trust Your Instincts, and the lineup of shows will include Angel Street, which is a psychological thriller, Cry It Out, which is about the challenges and absurdities of early motherhood, Cabaret, and The Roommate, which is about 2 women in their mid-50s. The studio artistic director, Whitney Moore, says during their main season, fall through spring, you will see the kind of studio programming you are used to, in which they examine relevant issues through intimate and innovative storytelling. In the summer, they will produce 1 comedy and 1 musical comedy every summer in their mini summer vacation series. The 2 summer shows will be Unnecessary Farce and a mystery summer musical that will be announced June 1st. Studio Theater Assistant Production Manager Leslie Becker says the theme of Season 8 is evident in every production, even though each story is vastly different than the one before. New subscriptions and individual tickets are available now at a Villages box office location or online at thevillagesentertainment.com. Take a look at the front page of Wednesday's Daily Sun for more details about Season 8 at the studio. Up next, a cool new feature will be opening soon in Wildwood. We'll be right back.
You're here to have fun, lots of fun. We're Lake Nutrition Center, your health food store. We offer vitamins, supplements, immune boosters, gluten-free and plant-based options that will support your health. We're here to help you feel better, sleep better, manage your stress of those pickleball tournaments, navigate the traffic circles, and help you with your golf game. We look forward to meeting you and helping you stay healthy and have more fun.
The city of Wildwood has a new feature aimed at keeping kids cool in the Florida weather, a splash pad located at MLK Park.
It has a handful of different water features. We have a dump pump up there. All of these are little spray nozzles, and then there's different various jets on the floor that will shoot water up out of the ground. One of our commissioners and a handful of people from the community have been showing interest in wanting to get an amenity like this in the city, specifically at this park. So this has been, I believe, a couple of years in the making, about 3 years for you know, from conceptual design to it being open any day now. The pavilion here was just recently redone. All of our guys came out and pressure washed and repainted it. This is actually my first time seeing it since it's redone, so it looks very nice. So you can rent this part of the park if you wanted to have like a birthday party or a family reunion. I know we have a couple people interested in that right now already. But the splash pad itself will remain open to the public. It is not rentable just because it's a public amenity.
Amanda says the splash pad has passed all county inspections and they are waiting on the Department of Health to conduct a water test before it can open to the public, hopefully by the end of the month. Once they receive that final approval, the splash pad will be open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Class 2A District 5 tennis matches were rained out Monday, but teams were back on the courts Tuesday in Sanford. The Villages High School boys team, who was looking to defend its district title, went 0-5 in their first matches of singles brackets, eliminating them from contention. Alejandro Reyes and Dylan Taylor, though, teamed up to win their match over Vanguard. They need 2 more wins to advance to the state doubles tournament. The Villages girls team had 4 of its 5 players in singles advance to Wednesday's championships. Peyton Gardner, Ellen Brooks, Morgan Chandler, and Katie Ortengren will all contend in singles. Peyton Gardner and Ava Logan earned a doubles bye to the semis. The Buffalo girls have 9 points and they control their own destiny heading into Wednesday's play. The Villages High School baseball team was also in play Tuesday night. The Buffalo earned 8 hits against Buckholz but scored just 1 run in the 5-1 loss. The lack of run support spoiled another solid start by senior pitcher Carter Parks. He gave up just 2 hits and 2 runs while striking out 10 batters. The Villages will look to get back in the win column Thursday when they travel to face Mount Verde Academy at 7 p.m. Follow local high school coverage in the sports section of the Villages Daily Sun. The next generation of Villages softball players were swinging away at the Buffalo Stampeders' first softball hitting clinic. Players from ages 6 to 14 took over the Villages High School softball field recently to learn more about batting. Head coach and Stampeders Director of Softball, Whitney Cosgrave, and other coaches worked with the kids on improving their batting stance, approach at the plate, stride, and hand-eye coordination. 46 players signed up, and Whitney hopes to see a steady increase in participation moving forward. One of the coaches was VHS senior Anna Pittman, who is currently on the VHS softball team. She wants the program to do good in the coming years, so she enjoyed helping out. The next Buffalo Stampeders softball program will focus on base running and sliding, and this summer they will be having a 3-day camp for participants. For more details, you can visit buffalostampeders.com/softball.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
If you get a hearing test, you should also have what's called speech and noise testing. Most of our patients will tell you they have trouble understanding people when there's a lot of ambient noise. So if I don't test you in noise, how do I quantify your handicap? How do I pick the right technology to overcome that? So speech and noise is a big part of our test, but guess what? It takes 2 minutes. It's simple, it's effective, it's scientific. We do it. I'm happy to report that. The other thing that's huge is a cognitive health screening. We know that untreated hearing loss damages the brain. It alters structures of the brain. Well, if I put hearing devices on you and I get the signal to the brain, but the brain is changed, right, that impacts how well the treatment works. So when I screen cognition, when we screen cognition, we get this information about 3 different domains of your cognitive health. And then we test you again in 4 months, right? So I treat your hearing loss, you go through your adaptation and your rehab process. You come back in 4 months and I put you back on that device. And guess what? We're seeing improvements in memory and executive function. So not only do we listen to your problem and treat it effectively, we're also really big about outcomes and validating them.
Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood. This is VNN.
The Villages Flute Choir aims to put a spring in its step with its spring concert. This 12-member group, under the direction of Linda Quinn, has been rehearsing for its presentation called Dancing Flutes, which will be presented Thursday at New Covenant United Methodist Church. This concert will feature pieces with different dance styles, including the cha-cha, rumba, and even the Baroque hoedown, famously heard during Walt Disney's Main Street Electrical Parade. Linda says the sound of the flute is very pretty, and if it's played in the right area, it makes just a beautiful sound. This flute choir has been together for more than 10 years, with Linda directing over the past 5 years. Group member Diane Morrison says this concert features a fun set of music with lots of energy. Tickets are $15, available through the website on your screen, with proceeds from the concert benefiting the church's ministries. Village of Chatham resident John Pearson is ready to perform his first living role with the Villages Theater Company. Last year, he was a dead body in the company's production of Fleming. He has helped the group with audiovisual components in other roles, but now this is an opportunity for him to learn something and help somebody every day. John, who will play the role of Arthur in Dinner at the Flemings, says his character starts the show out being very insecure, but as the show goes on, he becomes a pompous character. He describes the play as comically entertaining. John has also helped program the lights and effects for this show. The Villages Theater Company's performance of Dinner at the Flemings will be at 7 p.m. April 21st through the 24th at Mulberry Grove Recreation. Tickets can be purchased for $20 at thevillagestheatercompany.com or for $22 cash only at the door the night of the show. It's time now for a brief commercial break. We'll be right back.
Mellow Road CBD puts innovation first, giving you the newest line of CBD products in the market. From CBD-infused coffee to gummies, lotions, and oils, MellowRoadCBD.com solutions are designed to help muscle and joint pain, sleeplessness, and even aging and dry skin. Visit MellowRoadCBD.com today to learn more about the various ways they can help you live a balance of physical and mental wellness. MellowRoadCBD.com. Order now and receive 20% off with coupon code VILLAGES exclusively for residents of the Villages.
If you have a hearing loss but won't wear a hearing aid, we have exciting news for you.
It's the Lyric Invisible Hearing System. It's placed deep into your ear canal, it's completely undetectable, and the insertion process takes only minutes with no surgery, medication, or pain involved.
You wear 24 hours a day, there's no maintenance and no batteries to change.
You can sleep, shower, and exercise with it.
In practically the time it's taken us to tell you about this hearing device, we just fit this patient.
Call right now and find out if Lyric is right for you.
Mother's Day is just over a month away, and this might be a good gift idea. There is limited availability to attend Susan O'Halloran's one-woman show to celebrate women at 2 and 7 p.m. on May 1st at the Studio Theater Tierra del Sol. Susan will perform rehearsed and honed stories live. The Village El Cortez resident says there is a way that the storyteller and audience create a story together, so every show is a little bit different, which she says is exciting about seeing it live. She will tell stories about her grandmother, mother, and other women who had an impact in her life. She describes them as unsung heroes. Tickets are $20 and available for purchase at a Villages box office location or by going online to thevillagesentertainment.com. If you enjoy free musical entertainment, well, The Villages is the place for you. These are the bands scheduled to play Thursday night. That's all the news we have for you now. Make sure to pick up a copy of Thursday's Daily Sun to read about a radio rodeo coming your way. Keep embracing the Village's active adult lifestyle.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show.
We had a golden doodle who was a therapy dog and a read dog with the Dynamic Dog Club. And we had him for 9 years, and he passed away in April quite suddenly. It was quite a shock to lose Murray, and we had a lot of considerations to make about replacing him, which you don't really replace a pet, you just add to your family. And you know, we talked about the pros and cons of getting a puppy or getting a dog that was a little bit older, but number one was that we really and truly wanted a dog because in Murray's passing, we realized how effectively he had basically volunteered himself to reach out to others and be to others who didn't have a pet, to be their source of love and comfort. And when we started in assessing that, we thought we can't go very long. We need to have another pet that we can share with others. We chose upon doing breeders, but many of the litters were already spoken for, and so we did contact one place that had one dog left, a male dog. And it was to be a medium size rather than a large size. Finnegan was calm and sitting and waiting for us in the kennel, and he won us over immediately. He's 4 months old today. He still listened to my commands of sitting and staying calm. And I'm telling you, that just checked one more box towards being a good therapy dog for me.
I would encourage anybody that is thinking about it to really think it through, and if it sounds good for you, to go ahead, and there's a lot of rewards having a pet.
It's very important to be able to have a dog that is going to follow you and follow your instructions. You want to be a strong leader for your dog, and you want to provide them with basic obedience where they can have a really good, reliable recall, and they can come back to you immediately when you call them, because if not, they could get in trouble. So they need some exercise, they need some discipline and some affection. And I demonstrate a lot of dog puzzles when I go out to my clients, because that helps them to, it basically replicates the actual going out and working for your food, doing something, and just mentally challenging the dog. If they can sit and stay and wait, well, you know, you've got a little companion, you know, you can take somewhere. They've got good manners. And you can keep them safe by them not picking up things they shouldn't be picking up and getting into things. So once we can meet the needs of the dog and the person, and we can work out a plan, then we can have a harmonious relationship with our dogs. Very popular group because dogs need to be social, and so do people, but a lot of times by the end of the walk they're doing something natural that a leader would do, and that's what they have, pack mentality, and they need to follow a leader, so they follow a leader all the way down here, and then they all can sit around with us and be calm together. So that's very important. That's a social experience for dogs. We really have over probably like 150 people on the list. So sometimes we have quite a crowd here. A lot of people stop me along the way, and they said they haven't seen that this is the cutest thing they've ever seen. So it's kind of a fun thing to do.
So I picked it up, and it was a little kitten, and I've never imagined that a little kitten could make a noise that loud, because it sounded like a bird, like a big bird. But I thought the sound that it was making was kind of distressed, and so I wanted to go see what it was, so I brought it home with me. My husband Bo said, "You should take that kitten back, because the mother she was probably moving them and hadn't moved that one." But, and I did take it back the next day. When I was looking in the shrubbery, I found 3 more. I walked around the edge of the shrubbery, and there was another one, so that was 5 total kittens. And I thought, what am I gonna do with these kittens with no mother?
As it turns out, on July 3rd, Ron and Janet Flock found a thin cat in their neighborhood they figured had been abandoned.
We picked her up and brought her home. She's very lovable. I mean, you could tell she wasn't a wild cat. You just fell in love with her as soon as you met her. But
She's a beautiful cat.
She is. And then one day, Debbie came knocking at the door and said, "I think you got the mother of some kittens." And I thought, oh man. I took the mother in, I didn't realize it had baggage. She took these babies in like she knew what she was doing. She was the best mommy.
Everything had to fall into place for it to work out. And the miracle about the whole story to me is the fact that these little baby kittens lived for 3 days with no milk from their mom.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Doc's Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.
Rocking, dancing,
Shake your body, baby, do that conga.
relaxing, or romancing. Thank you for listening to Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
The best mix of music, the songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.